Let's do a quick review of our my Rage 4 chop saw setup here. So I'm working on a Black & Decker Workmate. I set up a base for the saw so that it can be clamped into the Workmate. So it just fits. And that allows you to attach stop blocks over here. With this, I put a vertical piece in to put some stop blocks in. Most of my work is cutting the same material at the same length many times in a row. For extra security, I have this bolt that goes through a hole in the base of the saw, the wooden base that I made. It goes through one of the holes in the Workmate top and then screws in to just extra security so it doesn't go flying anywhere. And I got this metal tray. It just happens to fit right in this little area. So when I cut something off, I can just knock into the metal tray and I don't have to worry about it burning anything. And of course, always use a face shield when I'm cutting metal. And I like to use hearing protection because if you're just cutting one thing, it doesn't really matter. But I'm going to be cutting probably doing 20 cuts here. So I want to protect my ears, and it's less annoying when you use ear protection. So for this project, we're going to be cutting this copper 6 AWG ground wire into 10-inch lengths. So I made this custom stop block here out of just some scrap wood, and it can bolt onto here, and then that gives me exactly 10 inches from where the saw cuts to the edge of this block. So I just feed the wire in through here, butt it up against this stop block, and then just chop it, and then just move the wire over and do the next one over and over again. So I'm going to clamp this on here. This is the scrap wood I had. I should have made it a little bit taller, but it still works. So to get it, put this clamp near the top so it doesn't interfere with the wire. Also keeps the wire from getting out of the area I want. So, okay, then we need to uncoil this wire. So we're going to uncoil it over to the left here as we go. And the other thing we're doing is we're going to be aging this copper. So we want to rough up the surface so that it can accept the aging agent. There's going to be things like ammonia, salt, things like that. So as we uncoil it, I'm going to be using this steel wool to rough up the surface. I haven't used this block for a while, so the attachment is on the back. The cross piece here is on the back of the block, and these two, this kind of an outrigger out here rests on top of the tray, so it's flat. So they attach the stop block arm to the back of this permanent fence here. All right, I'll cut one just to show you how it works, and then I'll do the rest all in a row. So I just double check my measurements again. Always a good idea. 10 inches where the saw cuts. I'll bring the saw down, see exactly where it's going to cut. Yeah, so 10 inches, and this copper wire is going to be no trouble for this chop saw, but this is really the best tool to cut this off. I mean, you can use a hacksaw, but that would take forever, so that's why we're using this. So remember, put on your face shield. If I'm having hot metal, I'm going to wear gloves. I normally don't wear gloves with power tools. I think it's safer not to, but since the metal's going to be hot, I don't want to burn my hands. So. So there's the cut. It's got a little burr on it. So now we're going to use our grinder and a wire wheel to knock it off. So again, I'm using a face shield. Alright, so as you can see, The wire wheel makes short work of that burr and just ends nice and smooth, so you don't have to worry about cutting yourself. So. Alright, so that's the first one. We just have 19 more to go. So we did it. So with 10-inch long lengths, we should be able to theoretically get 18 of these out of a 15-foot AWG rod. But there's some kerfing. You know, the blade is about an eighth of an inch thick. So the last one came up short, which is fine because then you have some extra wire that you can safely cut the last one. So we have a little bit of waste, but that's still a good deal. So it's off to aging these. I'll start this video off with a quick power hack. So my laundry room is right next to my garage where I do most of my woodworking and metalworking. So your washing machine is on a separate 20 amp circuit. So I always plug my power tools into that rather than the garage circuit because the garage door and a lot of things in the house are using that same circuit. So as long as you don't wash clothes at the same time, you're fine.
If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Post a comment if you have any questions or ideas and I'll try to respond. That's all for now, but more videos are coming, and if you want to see them, please subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification icon if you don't want to miss one. This is STScI signing out, and keep looking up.